1996, Boyzone, and Words, a cover that does the Bee Gees proud, wouldn't you say? And before that, you had the pleasure of Greg's expertly crafted selection, and he's even left me a note typed in what I imagine must be his most serious font to remind you that he'll be back tomorrow at 8 p.m, so you know what you have to do. But right now, it's just you, me, and 2 hours of music built for the late-night souls, the nostalgia seekers, and the smooth sound lovers on this bank holiday evening. Welcome to Freedom FM's Night Cruise. So whether you're working the graveyard shift, sinking into the couch, or stealing a moment of calm, I am so glad that you're here with me tonight. And you know what? I've taken a peek at the playlist, and I won't lie, it's looking seriously good tonight. Expect a beautiful blend of romance, relaxation, and chill vibes that feel just right as Monday fades into Tuesday. Well, you know, this show isn't just about the music, right? Because tonight, after midnight, it's love lyrics. And the question is, will you win the ultimate bragging rights? Well, we'll find out after midnight. But as it is still Monday, this hour is all about Monday Punday, the part of the evening where you bring the wit and we all get a laugh or maybe even a groan. And I'll fill you in on that in about 10 minutes' time, so stay close to the radio. You want to get in on the action? Of course you do. Then send me a WhatsApp or text to 086-206-8888. That's 086-206-8888. Not into WhatsApp? Fine. Then you can drop me an email to hello@freedomfm.ie. Or if social media is more your thing, then you can catch me on Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky, or says.us under voice actor Fergs. Right, my friend, the housekeeping is done, the playlist is stacked, and this moment is ours. So let's get comfy, unwind together, and make some warm late night memories together. And we're going to do that in 3, 2, 1. Beyonce on the Night Cruise, and my friends, it's time now to shift gears and flex your creative muscles, because Monday night means only one thing on the Night Cruise. It's time for Monday Punday, the game where wit meets wordplay, puns are plentiful, and groans are absolutely encouraged. Now, if you're new to the show, first off, you're very welcome, and let me tell you what the deal is. You see, in a few moments' time, I'm going to give you a theme, and you're going to take that theme and mash it up with the name of a celebrity, a band, or a fictional character to create a pun that is so good it's bad, or it's so bad it's good. Well, either way, if it gets a chuckle or an eye roll here from the studio theme, you've nailed it, and you could find your pun on air a little bit later on this evening. So, with that said, and the game cleared up, the next question is, what is this week's theme? Well, it's all things museums. And why museums, you may well ask? Well, last week I was in Italy and I found myself wandering through gallery after gallery, getting lost in statues and still life paintings, and somewhere between a Michelangelo masterpiece and a questionable looking Roman relic, my travelling companions and I decided to create some museum-themed puns over some pizza. And now I want to get you in on that action. So think exhibitions, artifacts, famous museums, or even the people who work in museums. So I want you to get ridiculous, get creative, and let's make history laugh this evening. And to get you warmed up, here are some truly awful examples that I came up with while having dinner with my friends in Italy. And first up, it is the queen of daytime TV. Ladies and gentlemen, please leave through the gift shopra Winfrey. I know it's cringeworthy. Next up, let's go a little bit French and a little bit American soulful, shall we? With Louvre Vandross. And finally, how about a London landmark meets a comedy legend? Catherine Tate Modern. Now, I know you can top those, so go on, give it a shot. Send me your best puns via WhatsApp or text to 086-206-8888. That's 086-206-8888. And if yours makes us laugh, then you could get yourself a mention. And hurry up, because we're going to start the whole thing up after we hear from a fellow who's had to cancel a few of his upcoming gigs so he can keep his voice nice and fresh for his turn when he shuts down Glastonbury in a few weeks' time. It's Rod Stewart. And have I told you lately? Across Leinster on DAB+, and around the country and the world at freedomfm.ie. This is the Night Cruise, where romance, relaxing, and chill vibes are the soundtrack to your night. But if you're the type who likes to start your day with an upbeat soundtrack and presenters, then don't worry, because we've got you covered all week long. Monday and Tuesday mornings, wake up bright with the one, the only Mr. Mike O'Brien at 8 a.m. Midweek Magic, that's provided by Aidan Power here on Wednesday and Thursdays to keep things bright, breezy and brilliant. Friday. Well, wrap up your week in style with Saoirse and Tim, always entertaining and always on point. So whether you cruise through the night with me or rise in the morning, Freedom FM is here to soundtrack your every moment. I'm quite looking forward to seeing them in a few weeks' time at the Trinity Sessions. That's Simple Minds on Freedom FM's Night Cruise, where we're keeping you company with simply the best 90s and noughties romance, relaxation and chill vibes. And I can tell you that over the last 20 minutes, you've been melting the WhatsApp software with some absolute gems from Monday Punday, the game where wit meets wordplay and groans are just part of the deal. And tonight's theme, well, it's museums, because nothing says culture quite like mixing fine art with terrible puns. And once again, my friends, you have stepped up with some brilliant entries. First up, I want to say hello to Sean Yates from Rathcoole. Now, Sean, I have to ask, were you at that Morrissey gig on Saturday? Because your pun combines his old band with a New York museum. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the Smithsonian. Sean, my man, I like it, but if anyone's groaning, chin up, or don't, because, Morrissey probably wouldn't. Now, next up from Donna Bate, it's Tommy Walker, and Tommy reckons there's no better spot for a true cultural experience than going to the National Gallerita Ora. Fine art meets pop royalty. That is a chef's kiss of perfection, classy and catchy. Just like this show. Tommy, my friend, you are a visionary. Now, let's say good evening to Juliet Hansen in Lucan, who tells me that for her, nothing hits the spot quite like a bit of California Dreaming by the Mummies and Papas. Sun-soaked anthem with a band name that sounds like it's been preserved for centuries. Juliet, I love it. Your rebranding skills are next level, the kind of creativity that this show is in fact built on. And finally for now, Peter Coombs from Newbridge has hit me up on Threads with this gem. The best museum, easy. It's the one with Morgan-free admission, man. Peter, my friend, you've cracked the code to the ultimate cultural experience. Imagine walking into a museum where Morgan Freeman himself welcomes you on one of those audio tours with a voice almost as majestic as mine. Now, if you've got a pun that combines a celebrity band or fictional character with anything museum related, we want to hear about it. So get those ideas flowing in and send them my way via WhatsApp or text to 086 206 8888. That's 086 206 8888. But you know what? You've got to be quick, because our final round of Monday Punday is coming up after we hear from the Wets. Jesse McCarthy here on Freedom FM's Night Cruise, where every Monday we blend up some pun-filled magic with our Monday Punday game. And you know the drill. I give you a theme and you work your wordplay wizardry, mixing that theme up with a celebrity, band or fictional character name to create the perfect pun. And tonight, museums have been the name of the game, and once again, you have delivered the goods. So let's get this final round of puns underway with Rory Cole in Sutton. Now, Rory's been out there blending movies, music and culture like a true creator, bringing us Beverly Knight at the museum. Rory, I love the commitment. Can you imagine Beverly Knight mid-soulful ballad while security scramble to stop Dick Van Dyke from stealing the Declaration of Independence? Absolute chaos. Now, next up, it's Lily Gallagher from Cabra, and who's somehow managed to mix Germany's favourite American with my favourite painter to create David Hassel van Gogh. Lily, that is iconic. Picture Hasselhoff dramatically not holding in his tummy while running in slow motion across a beach, but rather gently restoring a Van Gogh masterpiece. No, I can't see it myself either. And finally for this evening, Nancy Hogan from Sandymad brings us a musical gem. L'oeuvre Reed. Nancy, what can I say? You've reached pun genius territory. Pure brilliance. Now, to everyone who texted, threaded, or possibly sent a carrier pigeon, because there just seems to be loads of pigeons sitting on the window outside the studio, thank you very much. If I didn't get your pun on air, know that everyone in the studio team saw them, laughed at them, and on more than one occasion, nearly choked on their cocoa. You are a talented bunch, and if you loved Monday Punday, then you know what you've got to do. Get your friends and family in on the fun, and join me next Monday just after 11 for another glorious round of nonsense. And don't move a muscle, because after midnight we are switching gears with our love lyrics game.